The refugee and the stranger in our midst bears the image of God. Bears an image of God we may not have met before. We are meant to be our brothers and sisters' keepers, and they have gifts to give us, which we haven't discovered yet. The kingdom of God is built on the gifts of all human beings, and if we're going to realize that, we need to be far more responsive. The Episcopal Church has been responding to refugees for 75 years and then some. Episcopal migration ministries grew out of the response to refugees during and after the Second World War. The refugee crisis now is larger than it has been ever since then. The work that's needed in Europe in particular is monumental. I think we can all give thanks that Germany has stepped forward so robustly. Many other nations have been less welcoming and less willing thus far to get involved. The United States has made a very small response. We're going to take 15,000 more refugees next year and a further 15,000 above that the year after. That's a drop in the bucket. Syrian refugees in particular, other refugees from the Middle East, are in need of homes and resettlement. They're not likely to be able to go home for some time to come. But added to that, we still have refugees from Iraq and Lebanon. We have refugees from Sudan and Nigeria. And in our own hemisphere, we have refugees from Central America who tend to be children and mothers fleeing violence in their homelands. And it's become apparent in recent days that the U.S. government is encouraging Mexico to keep them away from our common border. We need to find a more humane response than that. These people are dying, and many of them are children. The response that's needed is urgent, and Americans in particular need to remember that we are a nation of immigrants. We have all come from somewhere else. We will not know the fullness of the reign of God if we decide that some people don't deserve to sit at the table. God's table is for all humanity, and who are we to keep some away?